Once upon a time, in a small vibrant town named Bugingo, nestled African River, there lived a young woman named Akazuba. She was known for her striking beauty, grace, and skill with her hands, particularly her talent for nail art. Akazuba had opened a salon called the Enchanted Nails, a quaint little spot with walls painted in sunset hues and lavender wafts filling the air. Beaded curtains hung at the entrance, catching the light and inviting passers-by with a quiet allure. Her salon was unlike any other, colourful, comforting, and magical, almost as though the place itself was alive. Women from nearby villages and distant towns would make their way to Akazuba's salon, eagerly awaiting their turn to be transformed. Her nail art wasn't just beautiful, it was mesmerizing. Akazuba painted with ancient patterns, intricate designs that mirrored the tales of old. Golden lines traced paths through dark blue and silver swirls. Tiny dots representing stars or ancestral symbols, and rich earthy colors from the land. The women left with nails unlike any others, feeling a newfound confidence and strength they couldn't quite explain. What no one knew was that Akazuba's talents went deeper than the beauty of her designs. She possessed a gift passed down from her grandmother, a wise healer who knew the ways of herbs, plants, and spiritual rituals. When she was a child, Akazuba would sit at her grandmother's side, listening to her stories of queens, warriors, and the strength of ancient women who wore their beauty like armor. Akazuba's grandmother had taught her to mix special powders and oils into her nail paints, a blend meant not only to beautify but to empower. Each herb had a purpose: the hibiscus petals for courage, wild sage for wisdom, a sprinkle of ground baobab bark for resilience. Akazuba's clients sensed something special, even if they didn't know the full story. Her nails gave them strength, assurance, and a subtle spirit of resilience. Over time, her salon became known not just for its beauty, but for the spirit of transformation that seemed to linger long after customers had left. Yet, not everyone admired Akazuba's gifts. The other shopkeepers, struggling to find their own success in the bustling marketplace, grew envious. They watched as women lined up at Akazuba's door, whispering and giggling, enchanted by the magic of the enchanted nails. Nearby salons, tailors, and vendors saw fewer and fewer customers, as everyone seemed drawn to Akazuba's tiny salon with an irresistible pull. They began to suspect that her success was unnatural. They convinced themselves that she must be using juju, powerful magic, to draw in customers. As the months went by, the shopkeepers grew resentful, their whispers growing louder. Some of them began spreading rumors that Akazuba's powders and oils weren't just for beauty, that they were infused with dark magic, drawing women in and leaving them bewitched. The gossip twisted the truth, painting her as a manipulator who lured innocent women into her salon with charms and spells. A travelling merchant from a far-off village heard the rumours. He was a man who dabbled in charms, mysterious powders, and whispers of the dark arts. Intrigued, he sought out Akazuba's salon, watching her as she worked, studying her gentle touch and her careful artistry. That evening, he approached her as she was closing up her shop. "I've heard of your talents," he said, his voice smooth but cold. "And I've seen your work. These designs, they're not just art, are they? There's something else." Akazuba, sensing his dark intent, remained silent. The merchant held up a bag filled with shimmering gold coins. "This is yours if you share your secret powders with me. Imagine the wealth you could gain by aligning with someone who knows the ways of power." Akazuba's heart pounded. She thought of her grandmother's teachings, the words that had guided her since childhood. True beauty and strength lie in the heart. Never give your gifts to those who would misuse them. With a steady voice, she replied, "My powders and oils are not for sale. They carry blessings from my ancestors, meant to heal and empower, not to bring harm." The merchant's face twisted in anger, his mask of civility slipping. "You'll regret this," he spat. Without another word, he disappeared into the night, his shadow stretching long and dark. The next morning, the marketplace was abuzz with sinister gossip. The merchant had spread vile tales, accusing Akazuba of casting spells on innocent women, entrancing them for her own gain. Fueled by jealousy, the shopkeepers joined in, warning people to stay away from her salon, calling her a witch and a deceiver. As she opened her salon, a crowd gathered, their faces filled with distrust and fear. Akazuba's heart sank as she faced them, their accusations cutting deep. Women she had helped, whom she had gifted with her unique designs, turned away, caught up in the fear swirling around them. For days, no one came to her shop. The silence was heavy, the walls of her salon echoing with memories of laughter and warmth that now felt distant. One night, as she lay alone, despairing, Akazuba had a vision of her grandmother. In her dream, her grandmother stood before her, a calm smile on her face, her eyes filled with wisdom. "Fear not, Akazuba," her grandmother said. "The truth will reveal itself, as long as your heart remains pure. Do not let darkness steal your light." The next morning, Akazuba woke with renewed strength. She opened her salon, though no customers came, and worked quietly, cleaning and preparing her materials with care. She knew she couldn't change people's minds with words, but she could stay true to herself. Slowly, the truth began to emerge. The women who had once visited her started to remember the changes they'd felt. The confidence, the courage, the strength. They realized that Akazuba had never harmed them. Instead, she had given them something precious. One by one they returned, standing in solidarity with her, voicing their gratitude and trust. Seeing the support, the envious shopkeepers grew silent, and the merchant disappeared as mysteriously as he had come, defeated by the truth of Akazuba's good heart. Her salon filled once more with laughter and joy, the smell of lavender filling the air as women gathered to witness the beauty and mystery of Akazuba's art. From that day on, the enchanted nails became a place of reverence. Akazuba was no longer seen as a mere artist. She was respected as a healer and a keeper of ancient wisdom. Women traveled even farther than before to experience the magic of her designs, knowing that her gift was pure, guided by love and the spirits of her ancestors. And so, Akazuba's life blossomed, free from envy and darkness. She continued her work with joy and gratitude. Each nail she painted a tribute to the strength of the women who wore them and the ancestors who had blessed her. Akazuba's story reminds us of the strength that lies in staying true to our values and using our unique gifts to make a positive impact. In life, there may be moments when we're tempted to take shortcuts or feel pressured by the judgment of others. Yet, as Akazuba learned, our most genuine success comes from a place of integrity and love. When we embrace our purpose and honor our values, we create something far more powerful than any material gain. We create a lasting, meaningful impact that others can feel and remember. Remember, too, that challenges and misunderstandings can be opportunities for growth. Stand firm in who you are and don't let negativity or fear dim your light. Just as Akazuba drew strength from her roots and her ancestors, we all have sources of strength within us, whether they come from family, tradition, or personal beliefs. Tap into that strength and let it guide you through tough times. Akazuba's journey teaches us that true beauty comes from within, and that the heart we put into our work and relationships has the power to inspire and uplift others. When we focus on kindness, integrity, and the positive impact we can make, we become stronger and more fulfilled. Let Akazuba's story be a reminder to each of us. Use your gifts for good. Believe in your worth and stay true to yourself. By doing so, you'll not only find joy and purpose, but also become a source of light and inspiration to everyone around you. Thank you for joining, and may Akazuba's story inspire you to live with purpose and to create beauty, not only in what you do, but in who you are. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Vessie of Vessie's Stories and Folktales, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. For many more beautiful and interesting stories, you will be the first to get them. I really appreciate your time. See you on my next video.